You raise me up.
Let me ask you a question. Does your spiritual life need a serious jump start? Does it seem that you have more questions than answers? Then you're invited to a weekend that can change your life. October 6th through the 8th, we are hosting our Spiritual Life Conference. This wonderful weekend will be a blessing to your life with our special guests, Dr. Jim Fittrall, and music by Brenton Meagy. Dr. Fittrall and Brenton Meagy are incredible communicators of truth.
Now, here we are on the first day of a new year. And what a wonderful congregation. I'm telling you, it's just wonderful to be here with y'all. I'm so blessed. Now, I want to thank Dr. Brooks for allowing me to be here to preach and to share with you. I've had opportunities before, but it's always a blessing to me to be able to come and see people that I know and fellowship with you and meet folks that I haven't even met yet. But what a joy it is to be here and to share a word from the Lord. And I will be, I started to say I will be brief, but you'd laugh and you'd say, well, I know that's not going to happen, but I'll try to be brief. But I'm going to preach on one little short verse. And what I want to ask you to do here to begin the day, I want to ask you to say this verse with me. Now, some of you are sitting there saying, well, I don't know a verse. I don't even know a verse in the Bible. Yeah, you know this one. You know this one. I guarantee you know this one. If you don't, just sit there and kind of move your mouth and everybody will think you're as smart as they are. But one verse of Scripture, and I'm going to help you with it, but one verse of Scripture that I want to share with you today, and the verse is a little short verse, but every one of you know it, so all the boys and girls and all the men and women and all the older folks, it'll just come back to you. I'm going to give you the first half of the verse, okay? I'm going to give you the first half of the verse, and you and I can say the second half of the verse together because you already know it. Are you ready? 3 of us are ready. Sound like the Ole Miss football team, doesn't it? And well, I'm hurt just like you do, I'm telling you. But here's the verse. Let me see if I can remember it now. Ready? This is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Let's say it together. This is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I've got a good friend that he every time I see him, I say, how you doing? He said, man, this is the best day of my life. And the reason he says that is because it is the best day of his life. It doesn't matter what you're going through. It doesn't matter what you got in front of you, what you had behind you. This is the only day you've got. Now, I know that you may have lived a bunch of days, but this is the only day that you and I have. This is it. You're not sure about tomorrow, and all the others are gone and are simply memories, but you and I have this day. Now, listen to that verse again. And by the way, does anybody know where that verse is found in the Bible? Just kind of wave your hand. Right here? Are you in Bible drill? Usually just little kids. You don't look like a little kid to me, but that verse is found. Where is it found? Where? Micah. It's found in the book of Pislam. And I'm just trying to see if y'all are awake. And it's found in the book of Psalm. And it's found in chapter 118 and verse 24. And it says, this is the day the Lord hath made. We will rejoice and be glad in it.
Dr. Fittrall has served as pastor in SBC churches for 35 years, the most recent, Broadmoor Baptist Church in Jackson, for 13 years. He's been an executive committee member of the Southern Baptist Convention and currently serves as the executive director-treasurer of the Mississippi Baptist Convention Board. You need to be at every session, Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday at 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. This conference is designed to propel you into a greater harvest in your spiritual walk. Don't miss the Spiritual Life Conference, October 6th through the 8th this fall. And make sure you invite your family, friends, neighbors, and coworkers who are seeking answers to spiritual questions.